our democracy is in a 911 emergency, and this voting bill that you will see us introduce very soon seeks to address that emergency.
I think we need to move forward with a voting rights bill as an absolute imperative. We need to make it a priority. And now what we need to do is abolish the filibuster or drastically reform it.
Some of your Democratic colleagues seem to be sensing that they could possibly convince you to change your mind about filibuster reform.
I don't have anything else to say. I really don't.
A group of 8 Senate Democrats, including Amy Klobuchar, Joe Manchin, and Raphael Warnock, unveiled a new election reform bill today called the Freedom to Vote Act. The bill is a result of weeks of inter-party negotiations and keeps many of the major provisions that were in the For the People Act. Here's what's in the bill. It would make Election Day a federal holiday. It would create a national standard for states that require voter ID. It would ensure at least 15 days of early voting, including 2 weekends, create new automatic voter registration systems, mandate same-day voter registration, and many other provisions. It's already getting a lot of support. The president of the Brennan Center for Justice, Michael Waldman, has called it a very strong bill. Mark Elias of the Democratic docket says it's a surprisingly good voting rights bill. Even Stacey Abrams says it has her strong support. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said that he intends to hold a vote on it as soon as next week. But here's what Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell said about passing any federal voting rights bill now.
Every state conducts elections differently. You're watching some states pass new laws based upon the experience we had last year during a 100-year pandemic. What do all these new laws have in common? None of them, not one, is designed to suppress the vote based upon race. So there is no reason for the federal government to take over how we conduct elections.
So what does it really mean if Democrats have a new voting bill or not, if Republicans like Mitch McConnell continue to obstruct and the filibuster remains in place? Joining me now to discuss is senior writer at TheRoot.com, Michael Harriot. So, Michael, first of all, do you believe this is as good a bill as many of these liberals and progressives seem to believe that it is?
Well, you know, it doesn't have, I mean, that's the nature of compromise, right? It doesn't have all of the things that the Democratic Party wants to protect people's right to vote. It's weird to compromise a constitutional right so that Republicans say, well, we don't want them to have all of their constitutional rights. We just want them to have some. But it is a good, I guess it's a decent place to go, even though, let's be honest, it's going nowhere. The Republicans are not going to vote for this bill, and so I don't understand this exercise in futility unless the object is to show Joe Manchin that, look, all that stuff you were talking about, it ain't gonna work. Either we got to end the filibuster, restricted to just voting rights legislation, or you just have to admit that you don't care that black people can't vote.
So basically, they have created a Manchin voting rights bill, right? This is his bill. His name, his footprint is all over it. The Manchin plan that he published, this is basically it. Does that make him more likely, in your opinion, to want to get rid of the filibuster if even his plan cannot pass?
Yeah, I think what you have to do, I think we've been wanting this bill to pass so long, but I think the more moderate wing of the party, of the Democratic Party, has been saying, hey, let's show him that it's an exercise in futility by letting him exhaust all of his options before we just put him in a headlock and make him vote for the bill that's on the table. But the worst thing about this is, right, like, say if I wanted to sell you a car and you said, I don't want to pay $5,000 for it. And I say, okay, I'll sell it for $3,000. And I took it to you and you still rejected my offer. But now everybody knows the price is $3,000. So they've whittled away these voting rights. And now all the Republicans know, hey, they'll settle for less than they originally asked for. So even if they don't vote for this bill, we're stuck with a bill that Republicans still wouldn't vote for that has fewer protections than the original bill that we presented.
What do you feel about the idea that they are including a national voter ID component in this bill?
Well, we know, there is no that voter ID restricts African Americans and it affects African Americans, poor and minority voters more than it affects white people. And you notice that Mitch McConnell did this subtle little thing, right? He says, well, there's no proof that our bills have the intent of restricting people's right to vote on the basis of race. Well, it's almost impossible to prove intent, right? So that's the thing that white people believe about racism, that unless they intend for it to have this disparate impact, it doesn't count as racist, when we know the stuff like voter ID affects Black people more than white people. Even if it is not their intent, it is the result. And all of the Republicans know that too, and that's why this bill has that subtle change.
But also, Michael, as you and I both know, that is the intent. It's just that you can't prove the intent because they don't put the actual language, Black people and white people into the wording of the bills. But it is absolutely the intent. It's just that he's right that you can't prove it because they have gotten much more delicate and exquisite in their ability to render racism into law without saying the words race. So anyway, but thank you so much for your time tonight, sir. I really appreciate it. And we will be right back here on Prime.